Hello guys, welcome to the second in a row tutorial on how to hack video games. Today we'll be covering the basics of Cheat Engine and memory exploration. So the first thing you want to do is download Assault Cube. This is a very beginner friendly game and you can download it from the description. The second thing is Cheat Engine. I have a binary that I compiled myself and I will give you a link to it in the description also. Do not download it from the official website if you don't want bloatware. Their version is just money hungry bloatware, which nobody should download. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get out of this map. This is the single player only map with no bots. This is not good for our testing and not good for cheating in games. Why? Because the values and the pointers are not the same. So if you don't want to make a mistake later down the line, just enter a single player game. So go into single player, team deathmatch, whatever map, how many ever bots, does not matter. So the first thing now we're going to find is the health value. We want to be invincible, right? We don't ever want to die. We want to be gods. So we're going to click on this icon in Cheat Engine to attach the process. We're going to get a process list. You are going to choose Assault Cube and you're going to click open. So now we're attached to the game and we want to use the scanner for values right here. So it says value and it says value type. We will not be changing the value type for now. This will be explained in later tutorials. The value is 100, right? Because we have 100 health. As we do the first scan, we get a lot of results, 959. It would be really hard to find the correct value and the address. So we're just going to go in the game and we're going to hurt ourselves a little. Okay, we have found a bomb and let's just... Okay, now we have 34. So we scan for 34. Press next scan, not new scan. And we have an address. So you're going to click on the address and you're going to click on this red arrow, or you can just double click it, whatever works for you. For the description, by using a double click, we're going to change it to health, just so we stay organized and we know what we are currently looking at, right? So we have this active and we have this value. We can now make ourselves invincible by changing this value to 9999, for example, and now we have 9,999 health. So when we run in the map and we see an enemy, or maybe like take a bomb and chuck it beneath ourselves, we can die. Well, our health does go down, but it's just not enough. You know, their damage is really weak compared to the health we have. So basically now the boss in the game. But let's say we don't ever want it to go down. So I'm going to change this again to 9,999 and we're going to click on active. So now we can never die. Literally in the game, we're now unkillable because every time we get damaged, the health gets reset back. Now, theoretically, if something did deal 10,000 damage or 9,999 damage to us, we would still die. Why? Because the game works on ticks. Every game works on ticks. It's just like a while true loop. And in every loop, hence every tick, it does the game logic. So if something damages us for more health or equal to it, we will get the damage, and then in the later down the line, there's a function that checks our health, and it's going to say it's 0 or less than 0, and then we're going to be dead, even though we set this to inactive. This just resets it. So we're technically invincible until something damages us too much. And let's just play around with this more. Let's go right click and let's see what accesses this address. We're going to get everything that accesses the address. So as we get shot right here, we get some values. As you can see, the count is going up for these two. So these two are functions that are responsible for us taking the damage. And one is, as I can see, checking if the health is 0, so we can probably die. So we're going to disable the active. We're going to set our health to 100 now again, okay? So we can die. All right, so we can stop the debugger now here. And we're going to look through this. So we have these ones. These are the damage ones. We have something here that moves EAX to EDX. It's just a bunch of gibberish. But here's one thing that we can make sense of, especially, I mean, nothing here is really gibberish. Everything here, you can see what happens. But for this tutorial, we're just going to pretend we don't know anything except for this one. So if you know assembly, this is really easy to see what it is. If you know hex, you can probably guess it, but it would be really good if you guys just learned a bit of hexadecimal, how it works, and if you learned a little bit of assembly. But this says move into the address of ECX plus offset of 4, this value. And in hexadecimal, this is, decimal, sorry, this is 100. In hexadecimal, it's 64. So all of these zeros before on the left side, they don't matter at all. Only the zeros on the right matter and the numbers on the right. So this is basically just 64. And if you go into calculator here, and you go into hexadecimal and type in 64, this is in decimal 100. This just means move into our health 100. This function does move into the address of health 100. So we're going to right click on this function, and we're going to go into show this address in the disassembler. And this is going to might look a little bit daunting to you if you never used Cheat Engine, but this is nothing scary. This just shows the assembly. So these are the instructions your computer does to run the game, and we can see this is highlighted what we just right clicked on, and it says what we read right here, and we can change this. So let's change it to from 64 to EC 0, right? Click OK, and this is 3,776. So when we respawn, we have that amount of health. So you might say, wow, this is so cool, you know, but this is actually what you call a shared function. What a shared function is basically all of the entities in the game will use this function when they respawn. This guy now, since I killed him, has the same amount of starting health as I do because we perform no checks to see if only the player should be able to get that amount of health. So you can see he also cannot die easily at all. He is the same as us. So you can play around with this a little bit more, try to find more values here, try to experiment until the next video comes out. But this is basically the first Cheat Engine tutorial we have for the channel. I hope you liked it. There's not wrong thing you can do. Just play around with it, see what you can break, see what you can make. And in the next video, we'll be doing much more cool stuff than this one. You'll be feeling like a real hacker by then. Be sure to also check out our forum, Cypher Nation. It's going to be in the description. Say hello, make an account. It's completely free. And share any questions that you might have on the forum. And of course, even in the comments down below. Okay, guys, see ya.